house hacking. So house hacking is one of the 3 owner occupant strategies that we've been talking about, and is the most aggressive. It is the most demanding of you, okay? But it's also the fastest and easiest way to jumpstart your investment career. So it's up to you. Now, what house hacking is specifically is where you create an income stream from the property while you're living there. There's a bunch of different ways to do this, but the most common or the easiest to explain is you buy a multifamily property, either a 2-unit, a duplex, a triplex, or a 4-unit property. You live in 1 unit, you rent out the other 3. Okay? Now, combine this with the BRRRR ownership strategy we talked in the other one. You can literally move into a 4-plex, rent 1 unit, or live in 1 unit, rent the other 3, and then save up another down payment, move, and do it again. So, and you keep the 4-plex, and you just keep doing that. So the most aggressive way to do this, you could do this with 4-plexes exclusively, because that's the most units you can get on an owner-occupied loan, okay? And you can get up to 10, and you can do this as often as once a year. So the most aggressive house hacking strategy available for the extreme members of this audience, okay, is to buy a 4-plex every year and move into it for 10 years. And then you'll have 40 units, and you'll never put more than 5% down. That's the most extreme. Now, that's not obviously for everyone. Most people don't want to move every year. Most people don't want to live in 4-plexes for the next 10 years. But some variation of that, maybe bring it down a notch, maybe move into a 4-plex, and then in 2 years move into another 4-plex, and then 2 years after that move into your primary residence, start your family, whatever you're gonna do, however you want to do it. But the point is, house hacking is a great way to create income from your other properties. I'm going to link to a bunch of case studies below as well of people who have actually done this in a variety of ways. Quick highlight reel is, the specific 4-plex. People do this with Airbnbs. So you buy a property, you can either Airbnb the other units, you can Airbnb the bedrooms. I had a client do a townhouse where he and his girlfriend lived in the upstairs bedroom. They shared the second level, and then they had a roommate down in the bottom level by the garage. And that's technically house hacking because you're creating income from the property that you're living in. So you're kind of hacking your housing costs. I have a client friend who also turned her house into a childcare facility. So they do a daycare. They don't run the daycare, or they run the daycare. They don't actually physically work at the daycare. They have a gal come in who does the actual childcare, but they've turned their home, create income for themselves. So technically, that is also house hacking. I've had people where they rent out their garages to a local contractor, like they had a shop on the property, so they rented that out. I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it, and it can get really creative, or it can be very straightforward. So it's a really aggressive strategy, and it's really an awesome way to build wealth over time.